Did you know that you don't need a mentor to start your forex trading journey? There is a myth that to be a successful forex trader as a beginner, you need a mentor, and I totally disagree with that. I'm going to teach you how to start your forex trading journey without getting a mentor. The beginner tricks that I'm going to teach you will make you trade like a pro. Let's dive into the charts. There are different things I'm expecting people to know even before trading. First, you should know the different zones in the market, and it's what we're going to look for. You should know at least the demand and supply zones in the market. You should know the support and resistance zones in the market. You should at least be knowing how to draw a trend line, because even if you're using only that to trade, you're going to make a lot of money in it. In price action, you shall have the break and retest zones, the liquidity levels. When you look at my piece here, this is the 4-hour time frame, right? When you see it, it is giving you a well-laid structure on what I was using before, on the trades I took before, right? Now, we are going to first get the demand and supply zones, right? So, how do you get the demand and supply zones? How do you get the support and resistance, right? How do you draw trend lines? We are going to learn the different things. The time frames first, then when you come at a different pair, like this pair here, you should know the following things. The type of trend that we are in, different time frame that you're going to use, because when we are making analysis, at least we start from the bigger time frames, then we slope down to the smaller time frames. Why? The bigger time frames give you a wider view and at least valid zones in the market that you can follow, right? So when you look at this market like this, we had the downtrend, we had the uptrend, we had the ranging market, we had everything on the same chart. And when you're just a price action trader and you look at this market, it is very easy for you to get these points. So I'll put them back, right? So let me first remove them, because I've been using the same chart also to trade, right? Okay, so now this is the chart, and this chart is bear, right? It is a bear chart. And now, if it is a bear chart, how are you going to get because let me tell you one thing, when you're new in trading and then you come across this chart, I'm seeing nothing actually. Okay, right now, because I'm experienced, at least I can see different zones, right? But as a beginner, what are you going to do into these charts, right? So at least you should be knowing how to go buy this market. How? When you look at it here, first we're going to find the support zones and then the resistance zones. Remember, for the support and resistance, it is the same as demand and supply, right? But then for support zones, for support I just draw a line, right? And then for a demand, I do a big zone, right? So we are going to first find the support zones. So when you're a newbie, you can't fail to get money out of this market. Never. You can't fail. When you look here, you get where market had the at least where market had rejections, right? Now at the 4H, when you get where market had resistances, when you get a zone where market had big resistance levels, it means that zone is so valid, right? So at least you should get a zone where market touched 3 times, right? So as the one I'm doing it. So I'm going to show you the zones that we are talking about. With price action, market flows in you. Market flows in you, and I will show you the reasons why at least we have to buy at a different levels. So I will first show you this zone where we bought gold from. I think it was after the NFP sale, right? I'm not going to show you the different confluences that I use first. I'll first show you the real price action as you, a beginner trader, right? So when you look here, we had multiple rejections at this point here. So whenever I'm having multiple rejections at a certain point, and regardlessly, even if you go like back these ends, we shall find a zone. We shall find these zones here, right? So here in price action, I trade what was there before, right? And this is a zone, but it is the same zones that I also look for. So this was a very strong zone, as the way we can see it here on my chart, right? So when I had this zone, it was a retest. It had a retest on this zone. I want to show you. This is a 4H, right? So we had a retest here. This was the retest, right? And then the market bounced from this point up to what? Up to this point, up to where it went. It means this zone was strong because it was retested over 3 times. So if market sells, I'll be waiting for it to reach the what? The 3rd time, right? And then, so this means that this zone is so valid to me. So when market went where it went and then it came back, it had to come back at this zone. So which means that this zone was strong enough to hold this price again, right? Because even when market came at the downside, it had multiple rejections at the same zone, which means this zone was so much valid. So that's why we had the gold what? The gold buys. Because when we had this thing, it was like a consolidation. It was like a consolidation, right? But then it just showed you that buyers have already gained momentum at that what? At that level, which made it a strong level. So when we had our NFP sold up to this level, and then market bought from this level up to where it is. And when we are to calculate those pips, it could have given you a very good reasonable amount of what? Amount of money. For example, it went over 1,900 pips, right? And with gold, if it is lots, if you've used the smallest lot, and that's 0.01, it would have given you $190 plus, right? And if you had used 0.1, it would have given you $1,000 plus. And if it is lot 1, that's 10K. So when we leave alone the pips, as a beginner, you should know these simple terms on your trading view. At least know what is a pip. Then on a different pair, how do you calculate the pip value? How does it work, right? So when we look here, we had a buy. So when we are having a buy, you have to at least be knowing where it will stop and where will it stop. So it will stop at the next what? At the next resistance level. And remember I told you as we are starting that we do consider the support, resistance, we do support the break and retest. Those are the easiest things that you should be knowing in what? In forex. So when you look here, market came up to this level. Are you seeing this level? We also had a very big resistance at what? At this level here. Are you seeing this zone, right? And if you are to draw like a zone, that is a what? A demand zone. So, and this is a supply zone. So when we are to look at this level, you will see that if you're to follow this support zone, it has very many touches on that level, right? So it means that if we were to buy our market from here, our take profit would be here, right? So if my take profit would be there, I would at least give a break out of the market, right? But in most cases, we are scalpers. We all like quick money. Because when you look at this level here, it is over 700 pips. So with 700 pips, that's a very good amount of money. So when you look at this chart, I told you that we do consider the break and the retest, right? So when you look at this thing here, at this market, when it came at this zone, because it was so strong that it was 1885, right? So it came down here, right? And I'm going to show you, let me show you this thing here. I'm going to show you this zone because everywhere I should be looking for what? For opportunities. So this was a retest of this zone because I think those people who use order blocks, you're having an order block here, right? So I retested this order block, and then we had buys from here, and I confirmed my buys at the break of this zone here. That's where I had my buy. So I very well knew that our market would go up to this level. So that's how trading is easy. So when you look at this market, it reached this level, right? And it gave a clear impact. Some people make money from these impacts, like me. Like this one that I showed you down here. I make money in those small impacts because they give some good pips. And then remember, I'm more of a scalper, right? Because I gave in this signal before and it was a swing signal. People made money in it, but for me, I just got my quick money and then I moved out, right? So we retested this level and broke it, right? So this is where market is, and it is giving out some consolidations. But even in these consolidations, I've been making money in these consolidations. I think when you keep in touch on this channel, I'm going to show you how I quick scalp even consolidations, and I make huge amounts of money, right? I'm going to show you today's trades. You'll have to see them. So when you look at this market, it is having a zone here. I told you these zones are very easy to get, right? Because we get them. Let me show you. So are you seeing this zone here? Now market wants to retest this zone. I don't know when you will see this video, but if at least you would see it currently, you would have got this signal because market will buy from this zone here. That one I'm sure. By the time you will see it, I think I will show it to you in the next episode, right? So this is where market will buy from again. I think you can see the way we are moving with the markets, right? Now someone will ask, how sure are you that it will buy from this level? This is a very strong level which has to be retested, right? If it is broken, then we shall look for sales. How? This is how easy trading is. So market is going to drop because now this is the current market. So market is going to drop from this level, right, up to here. Then it will retest it. That's when it will show me that now I've confirmed buys, right? So when it retests this level, and you can tell we have got this level, this is how easy trading is. We shall buy up to at least here, then even more, up to 20 something there, right? So this is how easy this thing is. Now, if at all, now someone will say, if at all market breaks that level, if market breaks that level, it is very easy. If at all it breaks the level, it means it will have to retest the level again, right? And it will sell up to what? Up to this level. If it breaks this level, it will test this level again, and then it will have to sell what? Up to that level. Are you seeing this structure? Are you seeing this structure? Even if you to backtest your chart, you will see that in most cases you can see market making what? Making these structures, right? Right? So this is how trading is easy. You have to consider these retests that market make, the retests, this one, right? These retests. So may I enter in retests? I'm going to give you different tricks on this channel that even if you don't get a mentor, this channel will be helpful to you. Because me too, I've not spent a lot of, by the time I'm making this video, I've not spent a lot of time in this market. But I'm profitable. You don't have to be successful in life. No one wants to, everyone wants a simple life. If you're to check my background before, the why I was and the why I am right now, I feel like forex should, at least everyone should be knowing forex. So this is how market can react. And I've done these things several times. I can even take action, but it's just that it is late. It is 8, so I can't enter trades right now, but I will enter trades tomorrow. But I already know the steps to take. I can't buy gold from that level, never. I've been buying, scalping it, but I can't. This thing has to sell up to this level, right? So guys, these are some of the simplest tricks that I've shared with you. But I promise you that in the next video, I'm going to bring more, right? We all have to beat the broker. Yeah,